So today we'll be making the British Valentine. The British Valentine was an infantry tank used in World War II, and it was the successor to the Matilda II tank. This tank was requested by Nathan McClune. So thank you for requesting this tank. This was requested 2 months ago, so hopefully I can do your requests more often. This is the first British World War II tank I'm making on my channel. So let's get into the video. To start off, here's a reference image. As always, I start making the tank by cutting open a flat piece of cardboard. Then I start adding angled pieces that are the same width. The Valentine tank has a more weirder shape than normal tanks. I mean, just look at it. Most tanks don't look like that. As you can see right here, I cut a hole into the top of the tank for the turn mechanism. But later on I decided to make a mechanism which allows a toy soldier to be able to stick through there. So ignore that hole. Now I started making the turret. I just cut out the shape of the turret and just wrapped cardboard around it. Then I cut a hole into the top and bottom of the turret so the army men can fit through. You just have to make sure that the army men can fit through with ease. Then I cut a ring out of cardboard that outlined the circle on the bottom. You want to make sure the ring isn't smaller or bigger than the actual hole. Now you want to cut a hole into the top of the tank that should fit the ring thing. It takes a lot of trial and error. When the ring can fit through like this, it's time to cut out some other pieces that will go around the ring. This will hold the ring in place. And once you glue those things on, it should be able to turn. But you can also stick an army man into it, so that's pretty cool. Now I made the rest of the turret by making the gun. First I made this curved chamber out of cardboard. Then I glued a broken pencil into the curved chamber to make the gun. When it's all fine and dandy, I glue it onto the tank. When you're sure that the turret works properly, you can glue on the sides. The sides are made by gluing the whole entire tank onto a piece of cardboard, then trimming it out. Then I added on the wheels, which were just cut off foam boards. The Valentine's wheels are really spaced out, so take note of that. Then I also add these track coverings, which are really big and long. Now I start adding details, which are just scraps of cardboard that I glue onto the tank to make it look less flat. They're also a good way to get rid of trash. When all the details are done, I make the tracks. The tracks are just peeled cardboard to show the corrugation. And when you're done with the tracks, you can finally paint the whole entire tank. Usually I wouldn't paint Adelaide tanks tan or brown, but since many of the images of the Valentine tank are tan or brown, I just painted it tan. Since the tank was painted tan, I didn't really have to paint it too thoroughly because the cardboard was already tan. And when the paint is dry, you can add on the tracks. Now you're basically done. So thank you to Nathan McClune for requesting this tank. I don't know if you'll see this video because it's been 2 months, but thank you anyways. The next thing I'll be making is a fighter plane because a lot of people have requested it. So look out for that too. And thank you all for watching.